$15 in your account. You can apply and buy. Know that if you already have the HSN credit card, you get an extra flex, so an extra month to spread out those payments, interest-free payments, by the way. So you'll get home for $6.25 if you already have your HSN credit card. All right. Let's take care of our drains. Now, I know this may not be the sexiest thing that you thought we'd be talking about right now on a Sunday morning, but on the weekend, what are we doing? We're probably taking care of our home, cleaning things up. Have you ever got a clog so bad that you're just like in a panic? You don't know what to do. You run to the store, and I've been there before I learned about Professor Amos. I've been there. Run to the store. They're like, cover your mouth, pour it, walk away. You don't have to worry about anything like that with Professor Amos. So you're going to get the concentrate, the SuperFast Max, that powder that undoes the clog.
Yes.
And then now you're going to get your foam maintainer, which is important. Once you get that clog out, you want to maintain your drains because you're still going to be cooking in your kitchen sink. You're still going to be washing your face, washing your makeup off in your bathroom sink, and you want to make sure that those pipes, everything flows beautifully and doesn't clog up. So here's the thing. Weekly deal drop. Price expires today. I did a little digging and looking ahead. Tomorrow, not only does the price go back up, the free shipping goes away. So now you're getting it free shipping and you're getting it at less than the price of the SuperFast Max itself, which is what Amos is holding right now. That's 18 ounces of a powder, and then that foam is 12 ounces. So let's start with that SuperFast Max powder because that's what's gonna really get those drains that are just choked up.
If you have a clog at home, you are going to love SuperFast Max. SuperFast Max is industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines, but it's not a drain opener, it's a drain cleaner. What that means to you is it opens the drain line and cleans that drain line. You take an application out of here and put it into a cup of hot water. I've already got it mixed. Come on over to test tube number 1. Watch this. SuperFast Max has an accelerated formula. Accelerated formula. What that means to you is it works on contact. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer product from the store. You give this one 10 seconds to start to go to work. Within 10 minutes, you hear the drain lines burping and gurgling. Now, SuperFast Max turns your hair into foam.
Look at that.
It turns the food into foam. It breaks down all that dirt, grease, and oil in your drain line. It breaks it down into foam. We call that saponify. That's the dynamic way that it works, by breaking down everything in the drain line into foam, just like you see right there. Look at that foaming action. I love the greasing technology by my dad, Professor Amos. Now that foam breaks down to a liquid. You give it about 10 minutes. You run hot water for up to 5 minutes, and that drain line comes back squeaky clean.
That's what I love, because even if you're like, oh, I'm sure my drain line is fine, there's always stuff that's building up around it. And we always say, too, it's safe on all drain lines, because we know not every house has the same pipes and the same drainage, but it's safe on all.
Safe on all pipes, just to establish that PVC, galvanized steel, old terracotta clay pipes. That's the pipes that run from under your house out to the sidewalk. Septic tanks. If you have a septic tank, if you have a bank tank, boat tank, yes, it works there, too. Now, here's what's happening. Like Nicole said earlier, you're in a panic state of mind when you have a clog. You run out to the store, the depot, the home store. You get anything to put down the drain lines. When you use products like these to open up your drain lines, you're doing more damage than you are good, because products like these, they're highly corrosive. They may contain acid or ammonia or bleach. Now, 90% of those chemicals, they trickle, they ooze, they creep. It all gets right past the clog, and it all ends up down here. You see, this curve unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house, but the chemicals are sitting there building heats of up to 180 degrees. Think about this. All parts of the country, it's cold out right now, so that means your drain lines are cold too. When your drain lines are going from cold to hot fast, they'll crack on you. It could cost you hundreds or thousands of dollars, and if you didn't know, to have a plumber come to your house, a service call, that's a service call. It could cost you $100. Around the holidays, it could double or triple. But let me explain this right here. Here's what's happening in your home today. When you pour hot substances like greases and oils down the drain line, it'll come in contact with that cold or cool pipe. Now, what happens is that hardens and solidifies on you right away. Now you need a proprietary formula like our SuperFast Max, something that's going to break it down without creating the heat at index. We don't want any heat in the drain lines. That's exactly what our SuperFast Max is designed to do, is to break it down without creating the heat, without the corrosive materials.
Right, and just to put it into perspective as well, you're going to be able to tackle 36 clogs. So think about that. At this price, at $34.99, That's change. That's pennies per clog. If you had to come in and call in a professional to do that, that's hundreds of dollars, at least maybe a couple hundred. I've been there and it cost me at least $150. How about it costs you change and you'll be able to do 36 big unclogs. And then we have the maintainer that I know we'll break down too. But I'm telling you, the SuperFast Max concentrate, which is that powder that you mix with hot water, that alone is $44.
Oh my goodness.
We're $10 less, and then we throw in your maintainer. Because look, your sink is gonna get clogged, especially if you're not maintaining it. So I love that we break down of helping you get rid of those clogs, 36 of them, that's $44 of SuperFast Max powder. And then we basically give you the drain maintainer, which is a foam. So this is a big, big deal. We've sold well over 6,000 of these. Price expires today. Even the shipping, free shipping goes away tomorrow. I already did my research. So dive in, 842-742.
So to put that more into perspective, you know, we've been here at HSN since 2003 with our SuperFast Drain Cleaner, the liquid form. You guys love it. You're so used to it. You get 12 applications with this. Now, if you put it in this perspective, you're getting 3 times the applications with this because you're mixing with hot water. 36 times you'll be able to open and clean that drain line. So I'm going to take our SuperFast Max in a test tube number 3 right here. For you at home, count to yourself right now. How long does it take for this to activate? How long does it take for this proprietary formula to go to work and start to break down last week's food? Well, you'll see. Look at that. 10 seconds or less.
10 seconds, yeah.
Already.
And that's a big clog.
Already last week's food. Last month's food. Last year's food that's hardened and solidified. Look at it breaking it down. That's what it's going to do on the inside of your drain line. Work smarter, not harder. Let the product do all the work so you don't have to. No need to grab the snake or the plunger and put any wear and tear on the inside of the drain line. And you'll be glad you did. Look at the degreasing technology.
Right. Just to put in perspective, this is that you went to the home store and grabbed something. Still hasn't done anything.
It smells so bad.
That and it smells awful. Usually it bubbles back up. SuperFast Max is already broken down. Not 1, not 2 drains already.
So one thing, I'm going to go right over top of this with our proprietary formulas, but they did tell you on the back of this bottle not to mix chemicals. You could have a bad reaction. We have an innovative drain cleaning method. There's no acid in our product. There's no ammonia in our product. That's why we can go right over top of those standing chemicals or that standing water that you may have, because you know every clog, you know, you're dealing with a backed up sink or backed up water. So you give that 10 seconds and already it's getting right through the standing chemicals and it's breaking down all the gunk and all the grime. There's hair in there. Look at the little bug matter. You see the little bug matter right there? It's going to break down the bug matter that they feed on the greases and oils. So all that grime in your drain line is a food source. SuperFast Max is designed to break it all down so there is no food source. There is no stink coming back up out of the sink. You'll love that. Look, you see how it foams right there? And then when it's all been opened and clear, you'll love that. You just come back and run hot water. I'm going to come back and run hot water, but let me get right into the freebie that you're getting into the package because this is the innovative drain cleaning method. Right here is your super fast Professor Amos foam maintenance. What you do is you put that hose on the nozzle here. It's 24 inches. You insert that right down into the drain line. There's a lot of pressure in this canister, so I like to hold on to the end of the hose, to the nozzle, but watch this. You just hit the button, and what you're going to notice is the foam that comes out of there is an expanding foam, so it expands and covers every square inch of the inside of the drain line, and you just hold that button until the foam comes up out of the top. You see that? But if you look real close, you'll see all that grease and oil there dissolving. What it's designed to do, what's in this can is 10 strands of natural microbials. Microbials are enzymes, and what this is, it's like probiotics for your drain lines. It keeps a healthy balance of enzymes in your drain lines that work by digesting the clog. So I'm going to show you this science. This is pretty interesting in an animation form. So there's 10 strands in here of different microbials that attack all the different kinds of fats, oils, and greases that are building up in your drain lines. But when these microbials latch on, they start to digest, and when they digest, they multiply into billions of microbials that keep digesting till all the fats, oils, and greases are broken down. You'll love that degreasing technology.
How often would you recommend of maintaining your sinks?
So you know, if you have a lot of food and grime going down your drain
Like
lines.
you're cooking every day? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say once a week.
Okay.
All right, but you can do it every 2 weeks or once a month. Just depends on how much you have going down your drain. If you're having company over, you're cooking all the time.
Right.
If you have 5 to 6, 7 kids at home.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You want to do it a lot more.
You know, this would be a great weekly deal drop if you were just, you know, $10 off. We have the free shipping on just a SuperFast Max to get 36 clogs. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when your sink will clog. And some of it, you could have a clog that is looming, right? Because the big game is about to come up, you're about to cook. If you were doing all the cooking during the holiday, let's think about Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year's. If you've been cooking and you haven't done anything to your drains, you could have a clog that is looming. So that's why I love that you have the SuperFast Max. We put it right in their drain. Look how it just washes out, cleans those pipes, safe on all pipes. That's $44 on its own. So all right, we saved $10, we got free shipping and handling. Now we throw in that maintainer. So once you get that clog and you get 36 of them, think about that. That's just change per clog that you are doing in your kitchen, not having to call someone to do it for you. Then you get that maintainer, so then you don't have to worry about a clog coming up, and you know you have to worry about your sink smelling funky.
Funky, yeah. I want to explain what happened. Everything's been broken down and been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. It's all been saponified. You turn that hot water on and you run it for up to 5 minutes. You'll see everything in the drain line. Everything passes right through the drain. It comes back squeaky clean. That's so nothing stickier is left behind to attract a new clog, and it keeps the drain lines clean and open for months to come.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to keep on going. We still have a few more minutes to spend on this. Jump into the ordering process. And here's the thing, just get it home. It's $11 and some change, right? Get it home, try it out. If you don't love it, then you can send it back, but you get to try it out, some of the best pricing that we've done and the perfect duo that you need in your home. 842-742 is the item number. All right, we got to talk about the filth, because we know it doesn't matter how clean your house is on the inside. We know those pipes do not look good.
This is known as the dirtiest place in your whole house. This is the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. There's over 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in the drain line of the kitchen sink. You got to eliminate that, because that's what the bugs and the critters are down there feeding on. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to put this down. Come on up here. You see this big hunk of oil byproduct right here? It doesn't matter how hard and how solidified it is or how old it is, but this represents all that hardened and solidified grime on the inside of the drain line. I'm talking about last week's food, or even last month's food, or even a food that's been hardened and solidified in your drain line for up to a year. So I'm going to pour half of that application right over top of that big hunk of oil byproduct, and what you're going to see is within 10 minutes, okay? It takes 10 minutes for it to break down, but it goes to work on contact. Last week's food, last month's food, you see what's happening already. Look at it dissolving, breaking it down.
Oh my goodness.
It's absolutely amazing. That's the innovative drain cleaning technology that we all know and love by my dad, Professor Amos. There it is right there. It's on the move. 10 minutes. That's all you need for that grime, that hard stuff in your drain line to break down into foam and saponify.
And it's not just the food, it's not just the grease that you have in your sink too. What I love is it's also the hair. So definitely, I mean, your shower, my goodness, last thing you want is for your shower to back up on you. I've been there, and it was when guests was there, it was total nightmare. I think I spent $700 to get stuff. It was very bad. Of course, it was during the holidays too. So that's why I love that this also breaks down hair that we know is in the drains.
That's right. If you take a good look down the inside of your drain line, you'll see it's very sticky and oily down there. Imagine this. Hair is the culprit to when it comes to your clog. Every clog consists of some hair. So when you're washing your hair, you're washing your pets one time, the hair just goes down to the inside of the drain line. It clings to those sticky walls, and it starts to build and build and build till there's a nest of hair that's completely choking out your drain lines. I say that to say this. Come on up here and take a look. We have one of the only hair dissolving formulas in the country that we know of here at HSN. If it's pet hair, human hair, watch this. I'm going to show you a time-lapse video. Any kind of hair, pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, fur. You give it 10 minutes, and you're seeing a time-lapse video here. It will turn all that hair matter, even fuzz, lint, or fur. It breaks it down into foam and saponifies it all, eliminating all that choked out hair that's choking out your drain lines.
Yeah, and I know a lot of you are watching. If you're like me and you've been there where your drain has gotten clogged and you've had to run to the store, if you've had to pay someone to help you get that clog out, you're already on the phones ordering. But there's some of you who are watching, you're like, you know, I'm going to get this and I'm not going to use it. The thing that you're going to use immediately whenever you get this is that maintainer, that foam that you're seeing that Amos is using right now. That's maintaining your drain lines. So whenever you turn on that water, when you're putting stuff down the sink, whether it's the kitchen, the bathroom sink, or the shower, that it continues to flow and you don't have to worry about a backup. But then the moment will come where you hit a clog and you'll be so happy that you have the SuperFast Max powder because you'll be able to tackle 36 clogs.
Whoa.
So that, I mean, that could be a year that you have this. It could be a year, you know, it all depends on your situation at your house. But as soon as you get this home, you're going to use a maintainer. So it's not one of those purchases like, I'm just waiting for it to happen. No, you have the rainy day just in case of the SuperFast Max, but your maintainer, you got to start using it now so you can avoid that clog.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to move over here.
Absolutely.
36 applications, but it doesn't even matter how big or how small that job is. There's no job too big or too small. So these drain lines are the bigger drain lines, the 6-inch tubes, the 8-inch pipes that run from under your house out to the sidewalk. I'm going to do an application in test tube number 1 of our SuperFast Max. Test tube number 2, put your eyes right here. They tell you to pour half this bottle, but I'm going to pour that whole bottle down there. I'm going to step it up a notch. What you're going to notice is, take a look, when you're using these corrosive materials, they make a lot of heat. When you have heat in your drain lines, things like, oh wow, Nicole, fill that pipe. It's hot already. The chemicals get hot, so you feel how warm it is?
Yeah, it's warm.
When things get hot, they expand. When things expand, it starts coming back up into your sink. It starts to come back up in the tubs. You want to be very mindful when you're using that because that's the kind of mess you're going to deal with. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, SuperFast Max gets the job done cool, calm, and collectively. There's no heat index. It's not heating up your drain. You can see, you can feel it.
No, not at all.
No heat. It's not cracking your drain lines from high heats, okay? These consumer products will heat up your drain lines of temperatures up to 180 degrees.
And in the winter, your pipes are already cold anyway. So the last thing you want to do is to pound it with all this heat, right? So we're going to move things along. Remember, this price does expire today. I know we're moving and grooving, and we're still dancing, celebrating 20 years of Professor Amos, one of our top cleaning brands here at HSN. Don't miss out on that weekly deal drop price